Community Forum on KCCC 930 AM, sponsored by Eddy County, honoring God, country, and family, thriving with industry since 1889.
Hi, it's Hattie here, and I am with
Johnny Chandler.
and
Amy Anaya.
today we are talking about SENMC's Radiological Control Technician program. So, Amy, before we get into the program, tell us a little bit about you.
So, my name is Amy Anaya, as I stated earlier, and I am a basically retired radiological control technician. I started at WIP in 1999 as a RadCon tech. Put in about 10 years at that facility. Moved on, did a couple of other things, including a restaurant here in town. I won't name it, but it was really delicious.
Seriously, you're not going to tell us what restaurant you used to operate?
Okay. It was called Urban Food and Beverage Company.
No, I never heard of that before.
Well, apparently it wasn't very successful.
But was it here in Carlsbad?
Yeah, it's where Poncho's is now.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
cool.
So we did like brick oven pizzas and paninis before paninis were super popular.
Now I miss your business.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was really fun for a while, but it was a lot of work.
No, the restaurant business is unbelievable.
It is, and I realized quickly that I was the only one working all the time. Yelled at my kids a whole lot because they were my prep and waiters and waitresses because I do have 6 children, so I had a ready-made staff.
There's no child labor laws when you're the mother, by the way.
That's
Well,
right.
most of them were over 18.
Oh, yeah, but I was like, still, like,
Right.
when it comes
you
to
can
family,
do whatever.
yeah.
Cut those tomatoes. Yeah, that's kind of how it went every day. But I quickly realized that I could make more money in my old industry, so I went back to that and moved to Washington and worked at Hanford, which is a large Department of Energy reservation. For actually a short time, I did enjoy it there, but a job opened up in Eunice, New Mexico at a place called Urenco, which is a uranium enrichment facility.
And you're already from this region. You know
I
the
am.
region and
I
everything,
am.
so it's
I
like
am.
a comfortable place to come back to.
It is. I was born in Hobbs and grew up mainly in Carlsbad. And I had children here, so I did want to come back. But I did live in Carlsbad, so I made the drive to Eunice every day, 70 miles each way for about 9 years. But it was a wonderful place to work, and I got a really good education on the other side, which was NRC, Nuclear Regulatory Commission, which is a little different than DOE, but I still did the same type of job, which was radiological control. So I built up a lot of expertise, and in addition, at Urenco, we had to wear a lot of hats. They had a different business model because they were private. So I learned a lot about training, safety, emergency management, kind of broadened my horizons a little bit. And eventually decided I didn't want to make that drive anymore. So I went back to my old familiarity, which was WIP. And this time I went back to WIP as a member of the training staff. So started as a trainer teaching radiological control classes and eventually moved up to become the training manager. I was there for about 3 years, and that kind of pushed me to my newest endeavor, which is being a radiological control technician trainer at Southeast New Mexico College.
So you used to drive to Urenco every day, right? You said, and then you said, well, I went back to working at WIP, and my first thought was, that's also quite a drive.
But it's half as much as going to Eunice.
All right. Now,
Yeah.
when you were at WIP, did you train? The WIP Training Center over by Sutherland's probably wasn't built yet.
Oh, I made that, actually.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
I helped to make that, yes.
Okay.
So the design, I was a training manager. Of course, my whole staff all helped with that. We kind of had a plan, and we had a contractor, and at the last minute, budgets change, as you know, in government. We weren't quite at a shutdown, but the money kind of shut down, so we had to think on our feet, and we all kind of got together and came up with an alternative plan, and staff members and their spouses were building furniture. We put that stuff together in a couple of weeks. So that was kind of my little baby. So I was in on all of that WIP training center, including putting the sign up. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun. That was another facet to my wide variety of experience, if you will.
Well, do you have any grandbabies?
I have 11 grandbabies.
Okay, well, you had 6 kids, and I was like, I'm sure there's other kids that come after that.
Yeah, all the way from 3 to 21.
Oh, you got okay.
Yeah, I'm old.
You're about to have great grandbabies.
No, I'm not. Don't even speak that.
You can't help it. Time moves on.
I can't help it. They have all learned their lesson from us. So, yeah, nobody's even in that market right now. So we'll hope that it's about 10 more years.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I need to build my program so they can all come to my program and become radiological control technicians. That's what I'm hoping for.
The Anaya family just running game on radiological control tech.
That's right. Well, my husband actually was a radiological control technician as well. Yes.
Did you meet him in the job?
I did. I met him at WIP. Yeah, I did. I knew his family, so his father was Ray Anaya that ran Christmas Anonymous. So I knew of him because they were pillars of the community. But I met my husband, had to train him, and still haven't been able to train him. Right? Yeah. I mean, I could train him as a radiological control technician, but
not as a husband.
No,
that's much harder.
He's failing miserably there.
I like
not
that
really.
He's failing. You're not failing.
He's doing fine.
We're stubborn.
I know. You are, and not very organized.
Oh, yeah, right.
No. He's doing fine. He still works at WIP. He's not in that same role, but he works in a safety capacity. So,
I, like you, really enjoy startups or booting up
fun.
Programs and getting things running. How has it been for you since you started coming to SENMC? Are you having lots of fun figuring it out?
Oh, I am, because I'm a creative person at heart, and I really like putting my stamp on it. It's also a really nice environment to be in a college atmosphere because, when you're in a work atmosphere, everybody's forced to be there. And at a college, people volunteer to go there. So except for all of us workers. But the environment's different. And, with the early college being there as well, there's a lot of interesting kids and I kind of just like the vibe and the energy there. Plus, we are building workforce division up from the ground floor, not just radiological control, but all of the other avenues that we're exploring with oil and gas and mining and just all the other facets of it that we're trying to help the community with. That's interesting. I'm getting a first-hand education while I'm trying to teach, so I'm enjoying that part.
That's fabulous.
So one of the things that we get a lot at SENMC is the idea of students calling and they're being like, I would like to be a radiological tech, right? And there's a little confusion as to what these people are calling for. So, obviously you know what I'm leading into here, right? I do. So like radiological control technician, right? We have a program. The question is, am I going to be giving x-rays if I take your program?
That is a perfect question because even if you do a search on Google, what you come up with 80% of the time is sonograms and x-ray techs. And with SENMC having the best nursing program in the state, you would automatically assume that's what it's about. And although it's not far-fetched that in the future we could have that, that is not the program we're talking
and we
about right now.
SENMC does not currently have
They do not.
the x-ray program is what I'll call it.
Yes.
But I know they're working towards it. So your radiological control technician program, you mentioned Urenco and working in Washington State, so I'm guessing it's nuclear related.
It
right?
is nuclear. It is nuclear. It's for the nuclear industry, and even that is kind of a misnomer because radiological control technicians can be utilized in lots of industries besides the nuclear industry per se. We use radioactive materials in all kinds of everyday life and in industries.
I was going to ask about that because I attended the first graduation just a few months ago, and Mr. Porter had talked about how in like bread factories you would need a radiological control technician, and I was just like, what?
Oh, the food industry is huge because they irradiate food. If you work in anything that has vats or big bins, anything that has a level gauge has radioactive material. If you work in the oil field and you do any kind of pipe x-rays, they use radioactive material to do that. It's so versatile. You can use it in a lot of avenues. And now with AI, they're building all of these SMRs, which are small modular reactors, to be able to create enough power to drive all of our insatiable thirst for more computer power. So I think in addition, what's really happening right now is what's called a nuclear renaissance. So a lot of the power plants that have been kind of decommissioned, they're trying to bring them back online to have alternative sources of energy. So 3 Mile Island, if anybody's old enough to remember that, they're bringing that back online. They just brought Vogtle 1 and Vogtle 2 back online. There are nuclear plants across the country that they're thinking about bringing back online instead of building new. So there's a lot of opportunity for jobs. In fact, we have a class attending right now they're about to graduate, and Los Alamos National Lab came down just to interview our students before they even graduated in hopes of being able to pick a few of them, if not all of them, out of our midst, because right now they have a need for 120 technicians at Los Alamos alone.
Holy cow.
Yeah, there's a great demand for this.
I do remember him saying at the graduation that the industry as a whole through the country was like 8,000 people short.
Yes, because what's happened is there was kind of a lull, and all of the technicians have aged out, and there wasn't a new influx of new blood coming in. Because, unless you grow up in a place where you have nuclear facilities nearby, it's not something that you think of generally. On the other side of that, though, it's such a safe job. It's an in-demand job. It's a fairly high-paying job without the requirement of having a college degree. That, if you're even thinking about, I don't know what I want to do, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have this in your back pocket.
I spoke to the valedictorian and the salutatorian of the class, the first class, and one of the things that they underlined was that it does take an awful lot of math.
So I think that's not actually true.
Maybe they had a difficulty with math.
I think the perception is that it takes a lot of math, but the more important parts of being a rad-con tech are the parts that I'm bringing to the table that I really want to bring out in people. The very first parts, the first maybe 2 sections of the class concentrate on math, but now with calculators and computer programs, as long as you have the knowledge to understand how those applications occur, we utilize what's efficient in the field. The real important parts that you have to learn are how to control people, how to be perceptive, how to know what's going on in an environment. And those are soft skills. And really, I think what Southeast New Mexico College can boast about is that we have the professionals in place to teach those nuances that aren't always identified at other facilities. There's kind of a evolution about adult learning, and kind of where we're going now is we've got a lot of really, if you think about it, high-tech kids, and they have all those skill sets, but something that sometimes is lacking is the ability to apply those in an industrial setting, sometimes even in a social setting, and that's really where my focus is. I think most of the people who apply to our program are going to be able to get all the concepts. I just want to help them tie it together and then learn how to apply it and be super techs. Be those people that really stand out, because, we want the reputation of SENMC to precede us.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
And with it being just such a key industry in our region, it just makes sense that we would be the best at it.
Well, of course.
But then you could also travel almost anywhere you want.
You
once
can.
you get that skill, right?
You can. That's the beauty of it, too. There's a variety in the types of jobs you can have, depending on what your situation is. If you have a family and you want to be set in a single environment, you could work at a plant and have the same job every day. But if you're single or you don't have children yet and you want to see the whole country or even the world, you can travel to different jobs. There are a lot of techs who enjoy the fact that they can work what are called outages and make a lot of money and only work half the year. They take time off in between because they make so much money. So it just depends on what your goal is, but there's a lot of variety in the opportunity that's offered if you have this certification, which is what we're offering.
Do I have to pass a math test in order to take the class?
So you take a math test so I can see where you are, and then I help you get where you need to be to take the class. So no one should be afraid. That math exam is basically just to see if we need to pump you up a little, because I'm going to be the first person to say I am horrible at math. I was a great tech, but math has never been my strong suit. So I totally understand how that is. I talked to someone on the phone today who actually enrolled my first student, because we just started advertising for the class. So she was kind of apprehensive about the math, and I told her not to worry about it, because honestly, I can get you where you need to go. This isn't calculus level math. It's barely knocking on the door of Algebra 2. So it isn't that difficult. That's kind of an idea that people get. It's not 1 + 1, but it's not much further than that. So we can get you where you need to be there. That's the whole point of what I think our college's mission is to help people get them where they want to be. I'm pretty sure that's our little logo, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's pretty much. Yeah.
So if I'm not doing that, then I'm not doing my job. So no, we'll get you. We'll get you ready.
That was a natural segue. You just signed up the very first student for the next class that's coming up. So let's tell everybody that's listening the details on how they can sign up for the class, or tell one of their younger people who's not motivated in life to go sign up for the class.
That's right. It will take anybody, motivated or not, because I can get them motivated. So let me just tell you that the class is going to start on February 9th. Monday, February 9th will be the first night of class. By the way, this is a night class currently. In the future, we may have day classes as well. But this class is designed for people that might be working or going to school. It is a Monday through Friday course as we speak. Those arrangements may change as we get through the class, but right now it's slated to start at 5 p.m. That's also tentative because people's work schedule doesn't allow them there at 5. We might start at 6, but it is a 4-hour class 5 nights a week. Okay.
That's intense. How long?
For 16 weeks.
Okay. Well, that's not too bad.
16 weeks, and you come out with a certificate, a DOE course certificate that will basically at least get you an interview at any of the facilities across the country. The beauty in that is they don't have to train you for that certificate. So you kind of come in with a little bit of experience. Now, if you have some college in your back pocket, it just makes the pay a little higher. And I think probably the listeners are curious about what those pay bands might be. I think right now the range is anywhere on the lowest end from about $60,000 with no experience right out of high school and just have this core, up to $120,000 depending on if you work overtime. Now, some of the people that work those outages can go higher than that. 16-week investment. And the beautiest part is that it's totally free for Eddy County residents.
I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and this is an extreme value. If you go to, there's a couple other places in the country that teach this. In Idaho, it's a $5,000 tuition for the same class. So you're getting $5,000 for free. All you have to do is put in your own work. In upstate New York, it's $22,000. So, and there aren't very many of these schools. So you would be a commodity. It's a value you can't pass up. I mean, what are you doing? Binging Netflix? I mean, you could be learning about radiological control. And it's not a difficult job. That's the other part of it. Radiological control technicians mainly are observing the environment. They're kind of like the radiological police. They watch people do the work and make sure they do the work in a safe manner. They make sure that they keep the public safe, the environment safe, and ultimately the workers in the plant. So, I mean, it's not physically laborious. It's an enjoyable job, and you usually like the people that you work with. Always have good benefits because most of them are government contracts. So, I mean, you really can't lose.
You get to wear one of those white suits.
You might.
Is that what they're
I
called?
was
What do you
gonna
guys
say,
call
I
those
saw them
suits?
in the video.
Yeah.
You call them PPE, personal protective equipment. Yeah, we don't have a great name for it because we don't like people to call us the Marshmallow Man, the bunny suits, the Aflac guy. There's a lot of little nicknames for when you're dressed out. But sometimes in certain facilities you would have to wear that. I mean, most of the listeners are probably from around here. WIP didn't have to wear those for many years until the event occurred in 2014. And then when you went to a certain portion of the mine, you would have to wear that. But there's lots of facilities across the country where you don't wear those on any regular basis. They're not difficult to wear. It just depends on what the work is. It's so varied across the country. It just depends on where you are.
But part of the training, you'll get them used to.
Oh, yeah. We'll put on respirators. We will dress out. We will use all of the different equipment they might encounter on a job. We show them how to do everything that they might do so when they walk in, they feel like they've done the job before. So how about I give them some contact information because I sure would love to hear from anybody who's interested in this job.
I would love that.
Okay. So first of all, you can go to the Southeast New Mexico College website and go to the Workforce Division section. Scroll down, and there is a radiation protection. It's kind of hard to find. Dig around in there. If you have trouble, you can call the number at the college, and they'll direct you. But I'm also going to give you my personal phone number. Please call me. It's 575-266-1445. That's 575-266-1445. Mention this ad and get 10% off the tuition.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, wait, it's free.
Yeah, if you mention this ad, the tuition's free. Yeah, right. Mention this ad, tuition's free. It's going to be free if you're an Eddy County resident, no matter what.
10%.
Also, you can also just email workforce@senmc.edu. that information for the radiological control tech program or
and
in general?
Facebook page. Our
Yeah.
Facebook page has
Yeah.
an ad that has a QR code. If you scan that, then I'm automatically going to get your name and I'm going to email you. So,
That's good. That's
or
good.
come to the college and look for me in my office, which is on the second floor of the college in the workforce division cubicles. Just come find me.
So
But-
this is going to be your first class with us as an SEMC employee.
Right. I have been building the curriculum. We had some other instructors that we contracted that were teaching it, and now I've built a new curriculum, and I'm going to start on February the 9th. So I'm super excited. I've been helping the students who are currently in there. We've done resume building, and we've had, like I said, we had interviews from Los Alamos. We've had study sessions, but I'm excited because we've been able to purchase more equipment to build up this great lab that we're going to have. So it's all going to be hands-on. And, you know, SENMC already has this crazy simulator lab, and we're trying to get some RadCon simulation stuff in there too. So I also invite anybody that would like to see that to inquire about that. We've got some great equipment. Johnny, you're really aware of that.
If you were ever on the level of how important is this, what we call RadCon for short, right? This radiological control technician work. How important is it to SEMC in the community? Come by the college and check out all the real estate that they have given Amy for her program.
Oh,
Yeah.
got to see it.
I mean,
You've got-
prime real estate
Yes,
too. Like
prime real
really
estate.
prime classrooms
Yes.
that everybody asks for and begs for.
And we get it.
That's right. Because that's how important the program is.
It
That's
is.
how important this industry and this aspect of this
It
industry
is.
moving forward. And what is it? Like, you start at like $35, $60,000 a year.
That's minimum,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
WIP, just as an example, because everybody's from around here, when a RadCon tech gets qualified at WIP, which if they had this core wouldn't take them but a few months when they got on site, it's about $53 an hour with no degree, you know, no college debt. I think it's wonderful to get a college degree, but if that's not your thing, this might be. In addition, I think the dream for us is to attract people from other parts of the country and build a RadCon school, because somebody has to staff this really what is an admirable profession, because, you know, nuclear energy is very clean. And the endeavors they've made to make it extremely safe, I think if you really read about it, you'll understand that it is a worthwhile endeavor. And if we can help to promote that, hey, let's do it right here.
Absolutely.
I mean, Amy, I just wanted to ask, is there anything you think we might be, I mean, you do really well. You're a great interview, by the way.
Oh,
you have a
thank
good voice. You said so much about what the program is. I'm wondering if there's anything we may have forgotten. But I'd also then just want to follow up with a question.
Okay.
What makes you so passionate about radiological control tech? Like, I mean, you have a sincere, natural passion about this, like, one obscure job. It's an important job, but, you know, there's one job that people don't even know about in the world, right?
Yeah.
But you've got this natural passion for it and sincerity that comes across pretty plainly. So what is it about radiological control technician gets you excited?
So I think for me it's personal. So years ago, as I said earlier, I had 6 kids. When I had 4 children, I was pregnant with a 5th. My husband died in a car accident, and I was going to school actually to be a radiological control technician, because when SENMC took a break off and was in MSU, they had this program, and I had started in that program. But I kind of got overwhelmed when that happened with my husband and thought, you know, it might be better for me to become a teacher. So I switched programs, went to a different college, and had gone through all of the steps to become a teacher except for student teaching. And I ran into some friends of my son's parents who happened to work at WIP. The person now is a very high-level person in DOE. But he said, hey, didn't you take some classes in this? And I said, well, yeah, but I just think with all these kids, I need to have the same schedule as them. He said, I think you really should consider going and interviewing. We have some positions open. Well, I did go to the interview, and they did hire me, and I was so shocked at the amount of money they were going to pay. I had 5 kids. I was trying to raise them alone. And all of a sudden, I said, I am rich. I got this money, and I thought, and at the time it was $16 an hour, which was a fortune in the 90s for me. It was way more than a teacher made. And although I think teaching is admirable, and I'm getting to do it anyway, because every job you teach, right? If you're a good teacher, you will find a way to teach people. And it made me be able to raise my children. It gave me a career. It's engaging. It's interesting. I know that the science behind it is wonderful. I'm all about the environment, and it is a great way to have clean energy. I just think that a lot of people who might not be able to stick it out in college can still have a great living, and so I want to help them to do that. So I am extremely passionate about it, and I think SENMC is onto something that can really help a lot of people. So I'm happy to participate in that.
So we're going to recap real quick. Radiological Control Technician training program that you can take at SEMC. It's 16 weeks. Mm-hmm. It's Monday through Friday, basically for 4 hours.
4 hours, give or take.
Give or take. We'll see how long that is. But completely free for Eddy County residents.
Yes.
And it starts February 9th, as we stated, and then you can have a really great career. You can have the same type of career and the same type of pay after 16 weeks that somebody that went to school for 4 years can have.
You can.
And you'll probably start higher. Right?
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Probably,
So I graduated college and I made $8 an hour in 2002 in the newsroom in Albuquerque.
Wow.
And when I got my raise to $10 an hour, I thought
you were
I
thrilled.
was rich.
Yeah.
I thought I was rich. So, but it's like that weird thing is, you get that college degree, you're starting all over at the very bottom
Right.
again.
With debt sometimes.
With debt and a low pay rate because you got to put in your time to get to that career.
That's right.
In 16 weeks, you can have a solid career making a lot of money.
You can.
I also like that it's a great thing for somebody coming out of high school looking for a career path, but it's also good for someone who wants to reinvent themselves, who's not
I
happy
agree.
with what they're doing now.
I agree.
'Cause it's like 16 weeks later, you've got a whole new path ahead of you.
I agree. And one thing I didn't mention that for me kind of stands out too is when I started, I was probably one of the few women. And, it might be a little harder to get into some of these industrial trades that make good money, but you can get into this one as a woman because it's not so physical and it's not out in the patch. And, all my boys are out in the oil field. Nothing against that, but it might be easier to break into this world as a woman. And you can pick your shift. It's not hard on a family to do a job like this. If you really look at it, most people who've worked at WIP or any of these plants stay there. It's because the job is good. The job is fairly easy. The benefits are great. The security is there. I mean, you can't really lose. So, especially when we're going to give it to you for free, and I'm going to help you get through it. So, I encourage anybody out there who even has the slightest bit of interest to come and talk to me. If you are on the fence, I will pull you off the fence, and you will be sitting in a seat in our classroom as soon as you say yes.
Well, I think you've given every reason for people to come to SEMC and check out the program. Go visit Amy Anaya. Walk in the front door. I'm looking for Amy Anaya. Somebody will walk you right to her.
That's right.
And if you're trying to find it on the website, the link is hard to find. Go to senmc.edu/workforce and then scroll down the page and you'll find it.
And visit. You have the advertisement on Facebook and social
That's right,
media.
that's right.
So
You'll
go
see
to
it there.
Southeast Mexico College social media. There's plenty of places, but we're also an open campus, and we just invite the public to show up when we're open and just come visit us anyway.
That's right. Oh, and one more thing I didn't mention. I have recently gotten Dr. Beardmore, who is our president, to agree that I can take seniors in high school. So if I have any of my seniors, you don't have to be 18 yet, and you don't have to be graduated. It is at night, so it doesn't interfere with school. So anybody that's a senior can come and join the program. So I think that's a win for me. So I'm really excited about that.
Is
So
exciting.
if you moms and dads out there, if you have an aimless child and you don't know what you're going to do with them and you don't want to pay for college, just send them to me and I'll take care of them.
Well said. Well said. That's absolutely right, because I was going to be like, I'm not sure how many high school seniors are listening to AM radio, Amy, but you got the parents.
Somebody's
and the grandparents.
grandmother
Yeah,
is, or
exactly.
grandpa.
Thank you very much. Get that lost grandchild
That's
into
right.
a career.
That's
they
right.
will thank you later.
That's right.
100%.
All right. Well, I think we're about out of time. Quick round robin. Does anybody have anything they want to add?
I just want to thank Amy for coming on, and thanks for
Of course.
helping build this program at SEMC. It's going to be great.
I think so too.
I'm
Thank
really
you.
excited about it, and I'm glad that you were finally able to come into the studio.
Oh, thank you.